Okay, hello you guys. Welcome to Carissa Daily Vlogs. Today isn't a vlog because I haven't had special things going on. That's why I haven't been doing vlogs. Yeah, sorry guys, but yeah, it's just how it is. But I'm in my special little reviewing chair, my little fuzzy pillow and stuff. So today, oh, my light just went all orangey. I'm gonna go ahead and review a book, and the book review is Delerium. So if you haven't read it, it's called Delerium. And how I found this book, I was actually in my library and I was looking for the Matched book. I don't know if you guys have heard of the Matched series, but I was looking for that book. And they didn't have it in, so I'm like, crap, what am I going to read now? I want a book to read because I was stuck in the library during sixth period and I had no work to do, so normally I'd read a book. Well, I had heard about Delerium from Elle Fowler, which you guys should go check out. I'll have her linked below. And I heard it was really good. I heard it was kind of okay in that she kind of liked it. And so I'm like, okay, well, I'll give it a try. And I loved it. It was amazing. And it was awesome. And I really enjoyed it, and I really got hooked into it where I didn't want to put it down like at all, and I would read it like every chance I had, and it was just so good. And it's almost like a Hunger Games series where it's like this America had been destroyed from a war or whatever, and it had been split up into these like towns that are very highly government, like the government runs everything, like citizens don't really have control. But basically the deal is love is considered a disease like cancer or something, but it's a high disease that they say could eventually kill you, and that it's not like people aren't allowed to love. And so when you're 18, you get something done that takes love out of you, and you get matched to whoever you're going to marry, and you go on without love. And you can't love anyone. Like, you don't love anything. You don't love your pet. You don't love your kids or anything. It's like weird. You can have kids, but you're not going to have like a motherly love for them. But it's really good. And so anyways, there's this main character. Her name is Lena, and she's getting excited about going into a procedure, and she's wanting to have it. And then she ends up meeting a guy and almost catching the deliria, and the story kind of goes on like that. And their whole lives they've been told that it's bad, and girls and boys are completely segregated in this community where the girls go to one school, boys go to one school, and it's very strict. And so yeah, it was interesting, and it's hard to explain because so much happens in this book, and there's so many things to follow. And I mean, now there is like a jail and stuff, and there's like these high up people, but the jail in the book is called the Crypts, and it's quite scary actually. I mean, people die there, and it's pretty scary, and they keep it on high lockdown. And it's just like, I would be scared to even live in this society. Like, I would not want to be in a society that's that strict. Like, girls and boys can't even, like, under the age of 18, can't even hug each other or talk to each other. The only people who aren't cured are allowed to talk to is a cured boy. That'd be the only boy they'd be able to talk to, but they'd never be allowed to touch them. Otherwise, they'd be out of there. And it's just scary how these people are like treated. And finally, in about the end of the book, it gets turned around to where Lena ends up realizing some things about the society she's lived in her whole life and how things are. And you learn a lot about Lena and her family. And yeah. And so I'm actually I started only on like the first 2 pages of the second book, which is called Pandemonium. I'm really excited to read the rest of it, but that's kind of how the story goes. And for those of you who are reading it or have read it, the end is what I'm going to talk about now, and the end of the story. I can't say much without giving anything away, and I don't want to give anything away because you guys that are still reading it may want to to read it. Why won't my camera focus? Focus. Those of you that are reading it and aren't quite to the end, I'm going to let you guys find out what happens, but wow, it's one of those books that leads you to think one thing and just the end just kind of burns that all up, and then it kind of leaves you with what just happened sort of feeling. And me personally, I couldn't wait to jump into the second book to figure out all the questions that I had after the end. And within the first 3 pages, I kind of realized what had happened. And it's just fantastic. It's a great book, and it's very well described. And all going back to the deliria, that it's a disease, it's described fabulously, and I love it. And the other thing I really liked in the book is before each chapter is like a little saying kind of about things, or from their society, or a saying from a book that kind of has to do with this love being a disease. And it's really kind of interesting how true all the symptoms of the deliria are to being in love. She does a great job clarifying everything and how it works. A little more dramatic than what it'd normally be, but yeah. So anyways, I hope you guys like this book review, and if you haven't read Delerium and are looking for something to read, it's a great book to go check out, so you should definitely go check out Delerium, and I will be doing a review on Pandemonium when I finish it. So yeah, and I hope you guys also will check out my beauty channel. I uploaded a What's in My Shower video today, so you guys should go check that out. That's at this is Carissa Daily Vlogs. That's at All Artsy Baby 73, and yeah, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and yeah, have a great day. Bye, guys.